What made me say yes to Dr. Lewis was I didn't want to give up on myself. And I was working with other doctors that really couldn't help me. I was open to exploring new ways to get answers. And so I began to listen differently. I'm Krista Hayes, and I am an executive coach and consultant. I live in Sayerville, New Jersey. I was in a high pressure, high stress corporate role. While it was fabulous, it was a very stressful time in my life. Before working with Lewis Healing Institute, I was managing what that lifestyle had done to my body over time. Once I began to recognize that I needed to do something about what my body was reacting to, I began to do that work with Dr. Lewis. I was willing to do what I needed to do so that I could feel better. So the only thing is wrapping your head around the fact that you may have to do things that are new to you. What made me really make the change was when I literally had a doctor say to me, I think maybe what you're experiencing is this. Here, take this pill, and if it works, that's what it is. And if it doesn't work, then that's not it. And that's what made me say, okay, that's enough. I need to have a different level of conversation because the level of dialogue that I was having with the doctors in my circle wasn't working. I needed to find my people in the medical community, and it needed to include somebody who had a more holistic approach. I went from being a vibrant person who was full of energy to someone who couldn't sleep all night, to someone who was feeling like my mind and my heart was racing a little bit, to someone who had dizzy spells and felt like I was going to faint, never fainted in my life. Low energy, brain fog, all of those things were happening, and I didn't really understand why. I went from feeling all of those things to feeling like myself again once I went through this journey with her. And it really was quite amazing. I couldn't believe it. For me, it was being on the other side of those feelings and then kind of creating a lifestyle for myself that would help me sustain feeling like myself again. When I feel like stress is higher than it needs to be, I make adjustments. I also have a regimen of supplements that help support my overall health. All of those things work for me in terms of clearing the brain fog. I eat differently. I recommend Dr. Lewis all the time because of my lived experience. She is a genuine human. She really believes in bringing good whole health to her patients. She wants to see you feel better. She is about her studies, and she's actually easy and fun to talk to. I recommend people to her because she was able to bring me to a place of good health when I was really struggling. And honestly, I look at people now and I think back on it, I'm like, I don't know where I would be because no one else was giving me answers. That journey was critical and really pivotal in my life.